Always fresh every day. You're watching Fastlane Daily.
Factory workers may have finally lost it. Will there be fiery explosions in France's auto factories? Guess what? We'll have more. Also, Audi makes an offense at Mercedes. News from Team Black Magic on Bullrun. And this week's Racing Shakedown with none other than the suit, Leo Parente. What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D. You're checking out Fastlane Daily on a glorious Thursday. I like the word glorious.
Fastlane Daily with Derek D. Always fresh every day.
It looks as though French automakers PSA, Peugeot, Citroen, and Renault may be in trouble. With the global economic downturn making its presence shown, France's car makers have been trying their best to cut costs. Now some 200 factory workers are readying themselves to blow up the Châtellerault factory many have devoted decades to. No bull. Talks between the workers and the French manufacturers have broken down worse than that time Perez Hilton got his ass kicked by the Black Eyed Peas bodyguard. In fact, the laid-off workers have rigged gas cans to an electrical wire connected to the factory. 30,000 euros by the end of July, or the factory gets it. Local government thinks the gas cans are empty, but if I were you, I would cancel that vacation to the French countryside southwest of Paris for a little while, at least. And earlier this week, Audi spilled the beans, or some of them anyway, on the 2010 Audi A5 Sportback. At 170 horsepower, the base model will come by way of a 2-liter TFSI Quattro engine. Other predictions are the 3.2-liter cranking out 265 horsepower and a 6-speed 2.7-liter TDI at 190 horsepower. And if Audi world, well, Quattro world, well, JF's not even here, but that's his voice. Anyway, if they're lucky enough, Audi claims to also be including the 3.0-liter TDI at 240 horsepower as well. With all that horsepower, go get your jockeys ready. Get it? Horsepower and jockeys as they race. The 2010 A5 Sportback will go on sale after the Frankfurt Auto Show, starting at roughly $45,000 for the base model. As always, details are uncertain, so we'll just have to wait and see what comes out of Frankfurt, besides bratwurst, knockwurst, and bockwurst, or pork roll, whichever comes first. That was a lot of firsts. And now we check in on Matt, JF, and Tom, who are driving in the 2009 Bullrun Rally from New York to Texas. Yesterday, the boys in their Black Magic-sponsored 2010 Ford SVT Raptor made an unexpected stop in Slocum, Alabama after a 4-hour drive from Atlanta. Turns out there are quite a few Fastlane Daily and Garage 419 fans down in that part of the country. Most of the town made it to Main Street to meet the Bullrun drivers in their mix of exotic cars. After that, the Slocum police were kind enough to give the entire rally a police escort to the Florida border. It turns out that Alabama cops know how to drive just as fast as the Bullrunners. No surprise there. The guys made it safely to Destin, Florida, where today they'll be continuing on to their final destination. Austin, Texas. They're expected to arrive midday Friday, so if you're in town, honk, or stop by and get us a beer, or get them a beer, because I'm not there, or we'll get you one. Well, I won't, they will. Whatever works. To check out the full episode of Bullrun, head to youtube.com/teamblackmagic. Check out the annotation right, boom, there. But only on YouTube, not fastlanddaily.com. All right, so click right there if you're on YouTube. All right, next up, Leo the Suit Parente takes us on a journey through space and time. Actually, it's just another awesome shakedown. And a special something just for you right after, all right? Hey, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Huh?
So we teamed up with Black Magic, yes, the tire shine people, to take this beautiful bright orange 2010 F-150 Raptor on the Bullrun Rally from New York to Austin, Texas. You go to blackmagicshine.com and watch every video in the series, all 6 of them, and you can go to Fastlane Daily and watch 2 unique episodes during the week over there. Anyway, I'm Matt Farah, this is the SVT Raptor, and we're going on the Bullrun. I'll see you guys there.
Welcome back. And now your favorite Eugene Levy impersonator. I'm just f***ing with you, Leo. We got Shakedown. Take it away.
Formula One was back after 3 weeks to work on the cars at the German GP. And it was 3 more weeks to screw around with the future of Formula One. Mark Webber won his first GP after 130 races. And he now holds the record for most races before the first win. And whose record did he break? Why, that of Rubens Barrichello, who waited 123 races before he broke duck. Ask your British friends what that means. Webber and Red Bull dominated, So fast was Mark that he took an extra trip to pit lane for a drive-through penalty for whacking both Rubens and Hamilton on lap 1, and still wins by 9 seconds over teammate Vettel, who was another 15 seconds ahead of Massa and the Ferrari. Massa, by the way, has now scored points in the last 5 races, and Ferrari's looking very racy. Hamilton had a rocket with the updated McLaren, with all-new aero. Without that lap 1 wing clip flat tire incident, Lewis was points and maybe podium bound. Both McLarens get updates in Hungary. Alonso set the fastest race lap and proved the Renault is coming around. New front wing end plates helped that car. Button struggled, proving the Braun tire temp issue has not been solved. Heck, he was scuff-weaving the tires during the race. A 3 pit stop strategy versus everyone else on 2 meant lightweight was their only hope. Good for them that 5 of the 8 remaining races are hot weather venues. And don't fear for Jensen's championship yet. After these last 2 bad races, Button's point lead only dropped 5, from 26 to 21. Such is the power of a big lead. And then there is Rubens, who now trails both Red Bull drivers in points and went all diva, claiming his team lost him the race. Naomi Campbell Barrichello just wanted to get on the plane and go home and not talk to anyone on the team. Publicly, a calm Ross Brawn explained that having only the 11th fastest lap might not have been enough to win. Privately, he probably explained that when you accumulate all the laps of all the drivers, Rubens' fastest lap was only 39th quickest. And head-to-head, Mark Webber was 1 second per lap faster. Hey Rubens, drive harder, shut up, and stop taking interview advice from Bernie. So where does this all leave us with the championships? Well, it's all about diffusers again. But this time I mean many potential race winners in the second half that will diffuse the points, break them up among so many, so that Button's lead may be safer than it seems. Expect Ferrari, McLaren, and Renault drivers to steal points via podium appearances. And in the manufacturers, it's not so safe for Braun, because I like the RB drivers and their chances to score points versus Rubens. We have 8 more races of action, and maybe if we're lucky, Ross will take a swing at Rubens before this whole thing is over.
I don't know, Leo. With all that smack talking, they might take a swing at you. Yeah. Oh, and one more thing. If you missed the Goodwood Festival of Speed last week, you missed this Bentley Continental Super Sports racing up the Goodwood Hill Climb. Why don't you check it out? Wow, that's pretty dope. I wouldn't mind having a Bentley. Well, that's it for Fastlane Daily today. It's Thursday. I'm Derek D, and special shout out to YouTube commenter DV Pringle, one of our favorites. All right, and Tommy, happy birthday, brother. Keep it solid. I don't even know what that means. Have a good day. Yeah, don't have diarrhea. That would suck.
Eat salad.